Hello and welcome to Today in the News on Vanguard Live. I am Precious Triple. We begin with the front pages of the papers, starting off with Vanguard this morning. And Vanguard is leading with a Naira redesign, mops up 1.8 trillion Naira from currency outside banks. The writer says analysts hint of inflation backlash, relief as banks disburse old 200 Naira notes. Old 500 Naira notes, 1,000 Naira expired on February 10, and that's coming from CBN. POS agents lament situation. We can also see a photo story of bank queues as a customer at the bank premises queuing up for cash, basically. On spot, we have a rescue team discovers a $2 million buried in Turkey earthquake rubble. Alleged 3 billion naira fraud. Court grants Ali Bello 3 others 500 million naira bail. Nigeria records 85 Lassa fever deaths in 6 weeks, and that's coming from NCDC. Election, U.S. Embassy alerts citizen Nigeria on possible protests. Presidency, Northern blacksmith endorsed Tinubu Shetima. Photo story or stories above we have on page 14. Presidential candidates, campaigns, and their manifestos as it's 4 days to go to the elections. All right, so let's take a look at the Nation newspaper. The Nation is leading with Naira customers overwhelm banks with cash demands. Writer says a 30 held after arson on four branches. Malami in talks with APC leaders. You can see that story on pages 3 and 4. Amalgamation of Fulani Group endorse Tunumbu. Poll tips Tunumbu to win. Pipeline vandalism, oil theft hurting economy. Buhari meets Ethiopian Airlines over Nigeria Air. And of course, 4 days to go. Let your votes count. All right, let's take a look on the Guardian newspaper. The Guardian is leading with APC applies pressure on Malami over Supreme Court order. The writer says Falana gives CBN 7 days ultimatum, demands details of new Naira note distribution. Bayelsa Governor urged calm over cash crunch. CSO asked Buhari to uphold rule of law. El-Rufai has advantage on his treasonable trajectory, says Oshutokun. On page 6, election live up to expectation. Commonwealth observers tell INEC. Naira swap, slow takeoff in Kaduna as traders battle mobile transfer, insist on cash. Stories above, we have BBC finds evidence of sexual abuse on Kenya tea farm. It's illegal to close varsities for polls, says Afe Babalola. New magnitude 6.4 earthquake rocks Turkey. And lastly, on the front page of the Guardian newspaper, court holds the INEC logistic deal with MTLOMO team. All right, let's take a look at the Punch newspaper. The Punch is leading with 4 days to polls. Naira chaos grounds economy. Writer says the banks ration of 200 Naira notes. Nigerians lament hardship. Protesters race to Ogun banks, vandalize local government office. And of course, stories above, we have petrol rose by 55% to 257 naira per liter in January, and that report is coming from NBS. And that's all we can take on the front pages of the papers this morning. Join us after the break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. And if you just joined me still today in the news on Vanguard Live, I am Precious Chukudi. Joining me to talk about some of the stories on the front pages of the papers this morning is Mr. Dayo Akintobi, publisher of Illupeju Today, Ikeja Today, and Lekki Today. Good morning, sir. Good to have you join me this morning.
Good morning, Precious. Good morning to all our viewers.
All right, we're still talking about the Naira situation, and according to reports, what we have is that the Naira redesign has sucked in about 1.81 trillion Naira from the currency outside bank, while crashing currency in circulation to 1.4 trillion Naira in January. What are your thoughts on this report?
There are two separate issues, this currency redesign.
Yeah.
Number one is mopping up the cash in existence, and number two is replacing it with the new design in a smaller quantity. Let's not get the two mixed up. Okay, so they've mopped up 2 trillion that has come into the banks, into the central bank from the old money.